So first of all, I just want to thank everybody for waking up. Some of us might be a little too early than usual. And if not, for some of us, thanks for squeezing an hour of yoga into your day for the next 5 days. I'm so grateful for everybody for participating and for supporting Leukemia and Lymphoma Society of Canada. And to start us off for our session, I just want to introduce Erica. She's here with us today, and she is from the charity, from the organization. And she's here to say a few things and want to thank us for what we're doing today.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Mary. And thanks, Mary, for organizing this. And Joanne, again, for taking this on to lead this group. What an amazing thing to do early in the morning. So I've been with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society for about a year and a half, and this will be my second Light the Night. So as an organization, what we do is we support cancer research and patient services for blood cancers. And ideally, we'll put an end to cancer, and that's what you're doing here today, is showing up, spending some dollars and some of your time to support our organization through Mary and Joanne to make that possible. And we are making progress. So certain types of blood cancer have better recovery rates than any other cancers over the last 20 years, including acute myeloid leukemia, which is the #1 childhood cancer, and that has a recovery rate of up to 98% now for children, and that's because of research. So thank you for being here and for making outcomes like that possible. Of course, we still have work to do, which is why we do community events like Light the Night. So that event normally happens in Stanley Park every year, where we bring together people who've been affected by blood cancer, and we light lanterns in Stanley Park to honor loved ones we've lost, to celebrate people who've survived, and to just show up as supporters. So we light 3 different kinds of lanterns to bring light to the darkness of blood cancer. So this year, because of COVID, that won't be possible. So we'll be doing a virtual celebration. That'll be on the 24th of October from 4 to 5:30 p.m. And that's going to be broadcast from our website and through Facebook and YouTube and a few different places. But really easily, you can find it on lightthenight.ca. And that's going to be a really beautiful online celebration. We've got some celebrities lined up to be a part of that, including today we just revealed Reba McEntire is going to be there. Yeah, which is, I'm a big country fan, so having a legend there is pretty exciting. I'm from Alberta, so I can't help it. But yeah, we'll have some really cool people there that'll be celebrating this community and the progress that we've made and the work that we still have to do. So I think here now in this pandemic, we've realized how fragile our health is, and how devastating it can be to our community when people's health is affected. And every year we still have 2,500 British Columbians that will be diagnosed with blood cancer. It's a lot of people. So you're really making a difference by being here. I know it's virtual and it's not, maybe it's not our ideal situation, but it's still pretty amazing that we can all gather here on a Monday morning and do something great together. So thank you again for being here and for having me to speak to you. We so appreciate your support, and thank you so much for going the extra mile to do something good for your community in a time where it's definitely not easy. So yeah, that's all, unless anybody has any questions or. Awesome.
Well, thanks so much for that, Erica. And I just want to add as well, like, one thing that really hit me from one of the sessions I attended with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society was that the funding for the research, some of it has been diverted out of the program for COVID, and I thought that was just mind-boggling. I understand that there's a pandemic, but at the end of the day, there's still people with cancer or dealing with cancer that still needs a treatment, right? And still need that research. So the future kids, future generation will have that treatment. So I just want to thank everybody again for participating and for their donation, because it's really going to help one way or another for the research.
Yeah, and we are one of the few organizations that doesn't receive any government funding. So we're completely funded by donations from people like you. And that gives us a really unique opportunity this year to step in and continue to make cancer research possible. So where the government, as Mary mentioned, has diverted a lot of money, we can still be there, and that means a lot to a lot of researchers. So yeah, you're definitely making a difference this year. We need you more than ever, and we're so grateful that you're here. I wish you a beautiful practice. I hope you all really enjoy it, and thanks again for having me.
Thanks, Erica.
No problem. All right, I'm gonna jump off now.
Okay, bye.
Thanks again. Bye.
Take it away, Joanne.
Okay, all right, everyone. Good morning. My name is Joanne, and thank you for being here. And as Mary and Erica just introduced us into this session, we'll just come right into our yoga practice. So today we are going to go through this 5 days series of diving into our body and practicing a mindfulness into a more practical way, not just on our yoga mat. But first, we focus on our physical body today. So like practicing yoga or any kind of movement, like going on a walk or a run or doing some gym exercise, are things actually nourish our physical body. And just a little bit more introduction, we also call our physical body as our food body. So literally we nourish our body with food and water. And this aspect we also will talk a little bit in the wrap-up email today. So look forward to that message. We will have some little practice throughout the day for us. And before we actually start the practice, some reminder for us. So throughout the practice, I'll be giving instructions, but not completely practicing with you. So that gives you the opportunity and allows you to fully focus on your own movement, because this is different, like way different from a studio class. But while you look at the screen and do your yoga practice, sometimes it could be distracting. So trust my voice and trust your body and trust yourself to be with your body. And that being said, I also encourage you to turn your video on if that's comfortable for you. So that's really helpful for yoga teacher to really know where the student's at, and that way I can also be more closer to give instruction as a in classroom experience and offer more pertinent verbal assist as we move through the practice. So thank you so much for turning that on, even though we're recording the video, but don't worry, the video recording will only be on my screen. So we'll just come right in. So take a nice and comfortable seat on your mat. And take a moment to feel the parts of your body that's touching the ground. And you're welcome to soften your gaze down toward your nose, or close your eyes. And take a moment to tune inward to your breath and arrive here. Arrive on your mat. And take a nice, deep, full breath into your nose. And feel the air coming into your chest, your belly, and to your sitting bone. And exhale to allow your body to come to the mat. Arrive. A few more deep, full breath like this. Let go of any things that happened in the past. And put down your to-do list just for a moment, the next 45 minutes or so. And devote this time for yourself. And together, we'll take 2 more deep cycle of breath. Inhale through your nose and feel the nice cool air. And exhale, you can open your mouth and gently sigh it out. One more time like this. Inhale to your nose. And exhale to sigh it out. And take this moment to tune inward. Before we start moving, think to yourself, what does it mean to you to live well? You can take this time to set up an intention for your practice today. An invitation to use the word of nourish or nourishment throughout the practice. And if you have any other word in your mind, you're welcome to create your own intention and repeat that in your mind 3 times. And on your next breath, bring your left ear to your left shoulder and breathe into the right side of your neck. Nice, full, deep breath. Allow your shoulder to drop. You can extend your right arm out to the side and flex your right fingertips up toward the ceiling. And you can move your arms up and down, maybe sideways. Move as you breathe here. And start to notice if there's any tightness or tension, and just move slowly and move in a nourishing way. One more breath on this side. Slowly return your head back to center and reach your right arm across your chest and bring your left forearm to press against your right arm. Draw your shoulder down and breathe into the back of your shoulder blade. Take 2 deep breaths. Breathe into the back of your heart, the back of your shoulder blade. And exhale to release your arm. You can make a few shoulder roll forward and rolling back. And now turn your right ear to your right shoulder, or the opposite side you did on the first side. And breathe into the left side of your neck. And make sure at any time, allow your spine to relax down to the earth. You can extend your left arm out to the side and flex your left fingertips up toward the ceiling. And slowly move your left arm, either in a circular movement or just moving upside down and up. Take a breath or two more here. Inhale, return your head back to center and reach your left arm across your chest. And bring your right arm in front of your left arm. Draw both shoulders down on your back. And breathe into the back of your shoulder blades. Nice full deep breath here. And take one more full deep breath to expand your rib cage. And exhale to release everything. You can give your hands a shake. And release your hand down to your thigh. And we'll start to draw some circle with our nose. So you can start to imagine there's a little saucer plate in front of you. And start to make this circle a little bigger and bigger as you roll through your neck. Notice if there's any area of tension. Just slow it down and breathe into the tight area. You can pause anywhere that feels good. You can switch the direction if you haven't already, or just move in a way that serves you this morning. Take 2 more cycles of breath here. And bring your spine back to center. And on our next breath, reach both arms up overhead to your side. And reach your fingertips up toward the ceiling. And exhale, float your fingertips down toward the ground beside you. One more time. Inhale to lengthen the front, the back, and the sides of your body. And exhale to float both fingertips down to the ground. One more time. Inhale to reach. And this time, exhale, twist over to your left side. Bring your right arm on your left knee and left fingertips behind you on the ground. Inhale to lengthen through the sides of your body. And gently hug your hand into your knees and use your back hand on the ground to twist over to the left side slightly, deeper. Breathe into your spine. Make sure you're not over twisting or overdoing anything. Just allow yourself to be held by the ground and breathe into the structure of your body naturally. One more deep, full breath here. And inhale, return back to center and reach both arms back to the ceiling once again. Stretch everything as you exhale. Twist over to the opposite side. Left hand on your left thigh or knee. right hand behind you. Inhale to lengthen the sides of your body. And bring your head aligned with your heart on top of your pelvis. And from that center, twist over to the right side, maybe a bit deeper. And breathe here. Inhale, return back to center. And now bring your hands and knees down to the ground. Come into a all four tabletop position here. And arrive on your mat with a nice foundation. So set your hand underneath your shoulder, outer shoulder distance apart. And set your knees hip width distance apart and underneath your hip point. You can either tuck your toes under or untuck your toes, depending on how you feel in your ankle. And pay attention to the details in your body. And for the first moment, you can start to rock front and back and press the base of your palm down into the earth and start to feel some stretch into your wrists. So we start our practice slow, and we start our practice by tending into the details in our body. And as you rock front and back here, you can start to visualize there's a square underneath your palm. So the base of your index finger, the base of your pinky finger, and 2 points on the base of your palm, which connects your wrists. That's the 4 corners of our palm. And take a moment to root down into all 4 corners of your hand equally and feel how that grounds you and how that gives you a solid support and foundation here. And then we'll come back to center, and this time turn your fingertips to the left and right side of your mat. If that feels not too intense or not causing any pain in your wrist, go ahead to turn your fingertips toward the side and start to rock from side to side. And stretch into different area of your palms and of your wrists. And also keep your intention on the foundation, the 2 boxes underneath your palm here. And return to center, and now we can turn your fingertips back toward your shin. So flipping your fingertips. And again, start to rock side to side or front and back. And breathe here. And maybe your wrists might lift off the ground, and that is okay, as long as you're not causing any acute sensation in your wrists. And return back to center. And we'll do a little counter stretch here. So bring the base of your hand down to the ground. And you can do both hands in the same time or one hand at a time. And just take a moment to breathe into the back of your hand and the front side of your forearm. And perhaps gently rock from side to side. And it's very important for us to take care of our hand, as we are on our hand all day, all the time. It's nice that we take time to tend to our fingers, our hands. And now return to center. And with that intention, the boxes on your hand, place your hand mindfully down to the ground. And with the solid foundation, inhale to round your back and draw your navel up into your spine. Arch for a cat position. Stay here to take one full deep breath as you round in your back. Breathe into the whole backside of your body. And breathe out to soften any tightness or tension. And inhale to arch your back and bring your belly button down to the ground. Tilt your tailbone up toward the ceiling. And move for a cow position. You can look forward or look up toward the ceiling. Open through your shoulder blade and open through your collarbone. And take one full deep breath here in cow pose. And with your next breath, once again, round your back and draw your belly button up toward your spine. And bring your tailbone up toward the ceiling. And bring your belly down toward the ground for cow. And now you can move in this cat-cow motion with your own breath. And see if you can move one movement with one breath. And start to wakening up your spine. A few more deep breaths here. And wherever you're at, finish your one more cycle of breath. And return to a neutral spine here. You can come to align yourself on the mat, facing the long edge of your mat if you have the space here. And once again, bring both knees on the mat and straighten your left leg out to the side. Align your left soles of your left foot with your knee. And walk your hand to the right side of your mat. Plant your right hand on the ground and open your left arm up overhead. And breathe here. Breathe into the left side of your body. And pull from your knees and the soles of your left foot up into the core of your pelvis. And feel that hug into the core of your body. And from that center, root down into your palms and your feet. And reach your left arm up overhead. And stretch open through all directions. And inhale, walk your left hand down to the ground and walk both hands over to the left side. Place your left hand on your left thigh and reach your right arm up overhead. And stretch open through the right side of your body. But also keep all four sides of your body, your torso, nice and long here. Inhale, return back to the ground, and we'll do one more time on each side. You can move with your own breath. You can pause If anywhere feels good, and breathe into those areas. And when you finish your one more cycle, we'll come to meet back in a tabletop position. You can do a couple cat-cow here to just neutralize your spine and allow your body to recalibrate itself. And on the next side, extend your right foot out to the side. You can parallel the knife edge of your right foot with the short end of your mat if you are aligned yourself on the mat. And walk your left hand down to the ground. Plant your left hand on the mat. Reach your right arm up overhead. Breathe here. Breathe into the sides of your body. And draw from your knees and your feet up into the center of your body. And from the center, reach open. And maybe reach your right arm up overhead, bicep to your ear. And stretch through the right side of your body. And inhale, walk your right hand down and both hands over to the right side of your mat. Place your right hand on your thigh and reach your left arm up overhead. And breathe here. Nice, full deep breath into the left side of your body. And exhale to release. And we'll do one more time on each side. You can float with your own breath. And when you finish your own flow, you can come back to center, into a neutral spine. You can come to realign yourself back to your mat. And come back to this tabletop position. And inhale to keep your left leg behind you. And take a moment to engage the muscle on your left leg. Flex your toes and reach your left heel away from your center. And use that engagement to draw into the core of your body. Draw your navel up into your spine. And exhale to round your back. Bring your knee into your chest. And set your left foot between your hands. You can extend your back knee a few inches back so that you can feel an opening in your pelvis. You can start to rock from side to side. And maybe a gentle sway. And with your next breath, we'll just pause here in this slow lunge. Breathe deeply into your pelvis. And breathe out to allow your body to sink down into the earth. And with your next breath, straighten your front knee and start to walk your hand back. Flex your toes and we'll come into a half split or a runner split. Breathe into the back of your left thigh. You can even windshield wiper your left foot from side to side. And keep a micro bending your front knee. Just stretch into the big muscle on our leg. And Take your next breath to walk your fingertips forward and come back into this slow lunge. Plant your right hand on the ground and open your left arm out to the side. Stretch open through the left side of your body. And return both hands back to the ground. And step your left foot back. And reach your right heel behind you. Once again, engage the muscle on your back leg. Flex your back toes and reach your back heel away from your center until you feel an engagement into the core of your body, your navel drawing into your spine. And also keep your palms pressing away from the ground, trying to press your yoga mat away from you. And take one deep breath in and exhale to draw your navel up into your spine. Round your back as you draw your knee into your chest. Set your right foot between your hands. You can set up your low lunge on this side by moving your back knee maybe in a little bit or back a little bit until you feel a stretch into your pelvis. And breathe into your pelvis here. And you can make some micro adjustment here by swing from side to side or drawing circle with your pelvis. And we'll take one more breath here in stillness. And just allow yourself to be supported by your mat. And start to straighten your front knee. Flex your toes toward your shin. And come into half split on this side. Walk your fingertips back. You can come to stand on your fingertips to lift your heart and your torso up and forward. And keep a micro bend in your front knees and make some micro movement here on this side. And pay attention to detailed sensation. And always acknowledge that our body is different all the time. It's different on the left and the right side. So, although there's different sensation, but can you bring your intention into your practice, your breath? Move in a nourishing way. And I'll take one more breath here. And start to roll your front foot back to the ground. Plant your left hand on the ground and open your right arm up toward the ceiling. Breathe into the sides of your torso. And pull from your hands and feet up into your pelvis. And maybe draw your pelvis back a little bit. And from there, press down into the earth and reach open. Even more. And release both hands down to the ground. And this time, pick up your back knee and walk your hand over to the center of your mat. We'll come into a wide leg forward fold here. So align the sides of your feet with the short end of the mat. Walk your fingertips forward and pull your sitting bone back. So create that length from your hands into your pelvis. So lengthen through the sides of your body and keep a micro bend in your knees. And continue to pull your tailbone back and use that backward pulling energy to stretch open through the sides of your body and the back of your spine. And breathe here. Take one more breath. And walk your hand back to center. Keep a micro bend in your knees. Bring your hand onto your waist. Bend your knees a lot and rise to stand. And inhale to circle your arms up overhead. And exhale, bring your palms down to your heart center. And you can look forward and without looking down, can either take a hop or heel toe your feet back to center. So whether you want to take a hop back into the center or heel toe your feet. Just trust yourself and just come to the center of your mat. And take one nice full deep breath here. Release your hand down to the side, palm facing forward for Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a moment to feel all four corners of your feet rooting down into the earth. And from that rooting down and grounding sensation, draw from your feet up into the core of your pelvis. Feel your body lengthen, nice and tall. From your pelvis, ground down into your feet and reach your arms up overhead. Inhale to straighten your whole body. And exhale, bend over to your right side. You can bring your palm to touch or interlace your finger. And breathe into the left side of your body. And inhale to come up back to center. And exhale over to the left side. And breathe into the whole right side of your body. And take one more full deep breath. And press down into your feet as you inhale, rise back to center. And exhale, release your hand down to the side. One more big inhale to reach both arms up overhead. And this time, bend your knees and hinge at your waist. Bring your fingertips down to the ground. Inhale to lift your chest forward. You can either keep your fingertips on the ground or on your shin, or perhaps on your thigh, so that you can keep a nice, long lower back here. And from your lower back, lengthen through all the way up through your spine, your neck, and the top of your crown. So whether you're here, here, or here, take one deep, full breath here, wherever you're at. And release your hand down to the ground. Plant your hand on your mat and step back for plank. You can stay in this plank position or lower to your knee. And take one deep breath to lift your chest. And exhale to bring your pelvis to the left side. So tap your hip to the left side of your mat. So whether your knee off the mat or knee on the mat, we stretch into the left side of our body. And inhale, come back to center, and exhale over to the right side. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, over to the left. And we'll do a couple round here, rocking from side to side. And just breathe into the back of your shoulder blade and the sides of your waist. We'll do one more round on each side, wherever you're at. And finish your run here. And all together, we'll bring ourselves back to center. Bring your knees down to the ground. Hug your elbow into your center, so engage the muscle on your arm. Lift your heart forward and bend your elbow to bring your chin and chest down to the ground. Untap your toes and straighten your leg. Press your hand down to the side and inhale to lift your chest up for cobra. And exhale to lower. Once again, press your palm down to your side. Inhale to lift your chest up for cobra. This time maybe lift a little bit higher. And exhale to release. You can rock your belly on your mat from side to side and massage the front of your pelvis. And rest your head down to the ground and melt your chest down into your mat. You can use the support of your elbow and your forearm to turn your body to lie on your mat. And to take a moment to center yourself, coming down to the ground. Allow your shoulder blade, allow the back of your head relax down to the ground as you come to a supine position here. And draw both knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shin and give yourself a squeeze here. Breathe into the back of your pelvis, your lower back. And you can even draw your nose to your knee. And breathe into the back of your neck and shoulder. Breathe out to relax your shoulder, relax your neck. And if you have your head lifted, you can go ahead and relax your head back to the ground. And keep your left hand on your knees. Open your right arm out to the side. And bring both knees over to the left side of your body. And twist over to the left side. And breathe here. Allow your shoulder to fully release and relax. You can look up toward the ceiling or look over to your right shoulder. And just feel the support underneath you. And try not to analyze any sensation in your body, rather just use your breath to nourish and replenish your body with each inhale and with each exhale to let go of any tightness, any tensions. Take one more deep breath here. Use your inhale to draw both knees back to the center. Or you can walk your feet on the ground and bring yourself back to center. And once again, draw both knees into your chest and give yourself a gentle squeeze here. And you can even rock from side to side or front and back slightly. Massage the back of your body. And keep your right hand on your knees. Open your left arm out to the side and twist over to the right side. And you might want to shimmy your body so that you won't roll off your mat. And allow your shoulder to fully relax. And relax the back of your tongue. Relax your jaw. Relax the skin on your forehead. The space between your eyebrow. And breathe into the length of your spine. Breathe out to allow yourself to be held here. Okay, one more full deep breath. And inhale to gently return yourself back to center. You can bring the soles of your feet on your mat. Widen your feet a little, as wide as your mat, and windshield wiper your knees from side to side. And as you rock your knees from side to side, you can start to straighten your knees down to the bottom of your mat. And allow your feet to spread wide. Allow your arms to open down to the side and palm facing up. Welcome to our final, yet the most advanced pose of our yoga practice, Shavasana. And this pose is a reminder for us the importance of resting. And resting is one of the most important elements of how we nourish our physical body. As we know how to rest properly, the body knows how to reorganize, reassemble, and replenish itself. So trust that process. I'll only be here for a few more minutes. And if your minds ever wander while you're on your mat, you can bring back your intention you set up in the beginning of the class back into your mind. Gently, mindfully, and start to deepen your breath. You can start to make some gentle movement in your body and just slowly allow yourself and your body to know that you'll be moving in a short moment. You can wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, maybe draw some circle with your ankles and your wrists. Rock your head from side to side. And reach your arms above your head and give yourself a big morning stretch here. Nice, full, deep breath. And exhale to let everything go. And as you're ready, you can take your time and find ways to come to a seated position here. And bring your palms to your heart center. You can keep your eyes closed or a soft gaze here. And first, send some gratitude to yourself for being here on your mat and taking this time for yourself to nourish. And also, I would like to send my gratitude to you for allowing me to guide you through this practice and throughout the 5 days practice. And I look forward to our journey in the next coming week. And I hope you have a good rest of the day. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Joanne. I just want to thank everybody as well for practicing. It is now 8:32, so I know everybody else has some of their Monday getting started today. So I'll see everyone else tomorrow.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
So I will send a wrap-up email later today. So that will include a link to the practice for this morning and then some little texts for us to do in the day.
Bye, Joanne. Bye, everyone.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.